Welcome inside the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Friday night, high school basketball, a conference game in the Wisconsin Valley between DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids. Hello, Evergreens and Wisconsin Rapids fans. I'm Chris Conley. Pregame is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Rapids comes in still looking for their first win of the season. Here we are, middle of January. They're 0-11. And of those 11 games, 9 of them have been double-digit losses, including their last out, a loss to Stevens Point. DC Everest comes in here off a win. They're 2-2 in Valley Conference play and 7-6 overall. But the Evergreens, I don't know, the game against Merrill on Tuesday night, which we had here on Zaleski Sports, was a little bit of a head-scratcher. Evergreens took a double-digit lead into the locker room at halftime. That was great. Merrill came back on them in the second half, took a 1-point lead before the Evergreens reestablished and proved out 59-51. Evergreens had lost Casey Studeman, one of their bigs, for some of the games in late December. Casey is back and will go tonight. Evergreen's best player, Cohen Preby, continues to sit as he's nursing a football injury, broken leg. He hopes to still be back in later January or in February. Evergreens and Rapids will get underway for Friday Night Hoops when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Hi, I'm Karen from the Hearing House, and these are our grandchildren. Children are difficult to hear with anybody with hearing loss, and I know I would hate to miss out on anything they say.
Gamma, they're cheating.
Even that! If you're missing out on what they're saying, you're probably missing out on a lot more.
Love you, Gamma.
Aw, and they have important things to say.
Make your house a hearing house.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
There's a big youth basketball tournament here tomorrow at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Teams from all over the state will be here, and this is Youth Night. Got a lot of kids in here to watch the basketball game. Evergreens in their home white, green numerals, green trim. The Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders, you guessed it, they're in the red road uniforms with white numerals and white lettering. Pre-game warm-up is over. We'll be underway in just a moment. The crowd that's gathered here will hear the sportsmanship announcement. Then we'll hear our Star-Spangled Banner from the DC Everest Pep Band. And then we'll be underway. We're brought to you tonight by Access Insurance. For all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Access Insurance. Learn more at accessinsurance.net. Access Insurance Agency, I get it, this is clever. Their business revolves around you. A lot of the youth basketball players are up across the sideline on the near side of the bleachers. It's a big crowd here tonight. Let's go down to court level for the Star-Spangled Banner. Because it is youth night, there's a big partisan crowd here. A lot of Everest fans. Some of the youth basketball parents will be up early tomorrow. And Wisconsin Rapids has brought a pretty good contingent over. Parents and Rapids supporters, let's meet the Red Raiders starting five. Sean Ronius will start. He's a junior. Brody Gilbertson, junior. There's Isaiah Tork, also a junior. And the two Stelegowskis, Jarrett, a junior, and Jordan, a senior. When Casey Studeman and Vander Truax are in for the Evergreens, Everest will have a height advantage. Here's the Evergreens starting five. Brennan Peterson, senior for the Evergreens. Xavier Edwards, junior. Cade Felch, who was high scorer earlier this week, had 26 in the win against Merrill. Vander Truax, he's the other big, so the Evergreens will have two bigs on the floor to start, and Casey Studeman, senior. Studeman, I think, is sitting on a big game tonight. Basketball is brought to you by J&D Tube Benders, founded in 1968. They've been in the Felch family ever since. A locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or at jdtubebending.com. You know, there's a little bit of pressure on the Evergreens in a game like this. You don't want to be the first team that Rapids beats this late in the season, right? Right? So the Evergreens are going to look to play in front here. Jordan Stelegowski will jump center. I believe against Vander Truax for the Evergreens. Truax has a couple of inches on Jordan. Boy, going to get cold later this weekend. You see Sunday sub-zero temperatures across central Wisconsin. The basketball tonight's going to be hot inside the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Whistle sounds, we're underway. Evergreens will have the first possession. Xavier Edwards into the front court. Rapids is out man-to-man. Evergreens look for that high screen to set up Cade Felch, who's now on the wing. Studeman on the other side of the floor. Almost thrown into the backcourt. Brennan Peterson retreats. Give and go to Peterson. Now feeds the low post. Studeman on the low blocks. Spins, gets his man up in the air, contested, and misses at the rim. Solid defense there by Rapids to open up for the night. Evergreens also show man-to-man. Got to travel. Rapids turns it over on their first possession tonight. I don't know, when you have a team coming in with no wins, you try and diagnose what's wrong with the Red Raiders. I've got a theory, and it really doesn't have to do with the players that are out for basketball. I'll share that with you in just a moment. Here's Brennan Peterson. Truax cut off. On the clear out. Pass too high, and the Evergreens turned it over too. Xavier Edwards was looking for Vander Truax, one of the tallest kids on the floor, and threw it into the Rapids bench. Rapids has one of the best wrestling programs in the country. I mean, Rapids wrestling is elite and has been for years, known throughout the state for their excellence in that sport. My winter sports theory is maybe the best athletes at Lincoln High School are just taking part in a different endeavor. Maybe they're wrestling instead of playing, say, basketball or hockey. Rapids basketball and hockey seem to be down this year. Well, open but not popping was Isaiah Tork. I think they probably want Tork to take that shot. Instead, driving in, Brody Gilbertson's cut off. Just on the first couple of possessions, Rapids looks a little unsure about where the offense is going to come from. Who's going to be the shooter in this set? To the wing, again, Tork was open for a moment, did not fire the three from the corner. Here's a long three, it's contested, round and out. Brody Gilbertson kind of slapped his hands like he thought that one was going to go down. Peterson gets the rebound for the Evergreens, gets it over to Xavier Edwards. 2.5 minutes in, no score. Edwards to the rim, got his man up, and Xavier Edwards scores at the rim. Got the defensive player to bite and go up in the air, then Xavier went right past him, and the Evergreens take the early lead. Xavier Edwards now tight defense on Sean Ronius. Goes back out, almost knocked away along the baseline. Unable to control it was Brennan Peterson. Rapids will inbound in front of the pep band. Goes in to Sean Ronius. Got a screen for him. Xavier Edwards knocked it away from behind. Xavier at the other end lays it up and in. A turnover leads to baskets for the Evergreens, 4-0. Rapids' next game on the road against Hortonville, so it doesn't get any easier for them. Ronius on Xavier Edwards. It back out, open for a moment. That's a carry. Jarrett Steligowski, as he started his move, palmed that basketball. Rapids has 3 early turnovers. Brennan Peterson surveys. Peterson feeds the low post. Tried to fit that into a tight corner. Tried to set up Xavier Edwards down low. Couldn't get the ball to it. Rapids looking for points. Driving in, contested, missing at the rim. Brody Gilbertson double teamed as he went through the paint. Evergreens were trying to get that all the way ahead to Vander Truax. Could not. Four minutes and 15 seconds and counting into the game, and Rapids still has a 0 on the scoreboard. Ronius got a whistle here. It's a travel. So Rapids seems turnover prone. In the early stages, a lot of empty trips up the floor where they haven't even gotten a look at the basket. Xavier Edwards to the front court for the Evergreens. Man-to-man defense with his dribble. Xavier Edwards into the lane. Contested shot. That's tough. Solid defense there by Sean Ronius. Trying to feed the low post. Spinning too strong for Jarrett Steligowski. Evergreens in transition. Here's Studeman. He's fouled as he goes to the rim. They're going to say on the floor. Non-shooting foul. Basketball is brought to you by Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. Brody Gilbertson is whistled for the foul. Evergreens will inbound underneath. Studeman right under the cylinder, bends back and scores. Studeman for a moment was in a tough spot. 6-0 Everest. Rapids does not want a timeout. Here's Brody Gilbertson. Brennan Peterson on him. Now along the baseline, extra pass, back out, open three. Boy, Rapids needs it, and Isaiah Torque back brackets it. No offensive rebounds for Rapids so far tonight either. Just hard to stay positive when the team hasn't had success yet and struggling in the opener. Cade Felch switches to the other hand and scores. Evergreens are off to an 8-0 start. I mean, when you get off to a slow start and you're 0-11, I mean, how can it not get into your mind like, oh, here we go again. Another night of this. Kick out three, Sean Ronius, no good. Up goes Vander Truax, another one-and-done trip for Rapids. 6 minutes in and no points for the Red Raiders. Entry pass to Truax. Spins around his man and a push. Jarrett Seligowski gets whistled. Non-shooting. Cade Felch will inbound underneath. To Studeman. Outside the paint. Tries to work his way in. Fades back and scores. Casey Studeman with his second bucket of the night. 10-0. Boy, Rapids really needs a timeout here. Driving in traffic. Basket. They're going to say on the floor. Non-shooting foul. Brody Gilbertson split defenders, but he was bumped as he went by. Brennan Peterson is called for the foul against Everest. They're going to say the basket is good. They're giving him the continuation. Gilbertson's basket counts, and he'll get to the free throw line to try and complete a three-point play. Okay, that's something. Rapids 6 minutes, 57 seconds into the game before they scored their first points. 10-3. Studeman way up high for the Evergreens. Looks to drive, blocked from behind, swatted away by Brody Gilbertson. Rapids will make a substitution. Zach Mansell comes in. Isaiah Torque comes out. Studeman from the corner looks to drive in again. Made an extra pass to Truax. A lot of contact. Balls loose. This will be a jump ball. The arrow points to Wisconsin Rapids. So, I mean, despite the slow start, it's not as if the Evergreens are blowing them out, right? Basket here gets Rapids within 5 or maybe 4. Turned over. Xavier Edwards stripped Brody Gilbertson. Evergreens turn it right back over. Tried to fit that in to Vander Truax. It was down at his feet. Gilbertson picked up his dribble. Goes back out to Jordan Seligowski. Right through the hands of Sean Ronius for another turnover. Here's Xavier Edwards walking it up for the Evergreens. Studeman up high. Down low to Felch in traffic. Splits defenders to the rim and he scores. It'll be a chance for a three-point play for Cade Felch. Zach Mansell, who came in off the bench, commits the foul. Evergreens take Brennan Peterson out. Chase Pavlovich comes in. Here's a Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Felch, who's normally reliable at the free throw line, missed that one. Contested at the rim, friendly roll, and down it goes for Jordan Seligowski. Beg your pardon, that was Jarrett, not Jordan. Yep, Jarrett's basket. Xavier Edwards cuts off. First touch off the bench for Chase Pavlovich on the wing. Spinning and then in traffic, almost turned it over. Driving in, nice take to the rim. Vander Truax. It's now the 4th Evergreen to get into the scoring column. Knocked away by Studeman. Left it at the feet there of Chase Pavlovich. Down low and double team, so someone else has to be free. That's blocked, and that's clean. Blocked by Zach Mansell. Back the other way, up and in for Sean Ronius. Sean's first points of the night. 14-7. And 8 minutes to go officially in the first half. Xavier Edwards, extra pass down low, and bumping as he received the ball was Chase Pavlovich. This will be a non-shooting foul on Rapids. It's going to be the team's fourth. Zaleski Sports Basketball coverage is brought to you by TRW Auto Body in Mosinee. Top quality collision repair. Full body repair, 24-hour towing, courtesy loaner vehicles, and a lifetime warranty on their work. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee. Your friendly fender bender mender. Zach Mansell off the bench has been called for his second foul. And Zach will come out. Studeman left alone, thought about the three, now drives in, hangs and scores. Any way it comes, right? Studeman's got 6 to lead all scorers. Driving in, spinning backwards, round and off the front of the rim is Brody Gilbertson. Again, Rapids does not have an offensive rebound so far in this game. Xavier Edwards leaves this for Studeman. Back to Xavier Edwards. Quick ball movement here. Down low to Pavlovich. Spins at the rim. Off the cylinder. No good. Right idea, but no finish for Chase. Rapids back the other way. No threes for either side so far in this game. We're under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Rapids on the perimeter. Gilbertson tried to drive in, cut off. Rotating down low to Ronius, quickly bottled up outside the paint. Got another long possession for Rapids without a real look at the basket. Rapids has attempted only 1 3 so far. The Evergreens have not shot from behind the arc. Clear out, good defense by Xavier Edwards, and then almost knocked away by Studeman. Open was Jordan Stelagowski, and he didn't take the shot. And then they turn it over. Wiggly Field on Schofield Avenue in Weston is the perfect place to find great food and cold drinks for the whole family or with the team after a big win. Wiggly Field in Weston. We've got a timeout on the floor. Evergreens are up by 9 when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
At Abbey Bank, we know everyone has their strengths. Our bankers may excel in numbers, but can they score on the court?
Maybe you guys should stick to what you're good at. Banking.
And that's exactly what we do. At Abbey Bank, we stick to what we do best, making banking about you.
Find an Abbey Bank location near you by visiting abbeybank.com.
Abbey Bank, where we make banking about you.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
We're just under the 6-minute mark in the first half at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Evergreens have not trailed. This was a Wisconsin Rapids timeout. We're brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors, a winning strategy to protect your home. Online at ridgetopexteriors.com. Evergreens with the ball out of the timeout. Studeman surveys back to Xavier Edwards. Whistle away from the ball, 3-second violation on Everest. Quick pop three on a turnaround, no good. Too strong for Sean Ronius. Studeman got the rebound and quickly into the front court. Studeman on the dribble. Got to clear out now, picks up his dribble, goes back to Luke Honor, who came in during the timeout. Ball's loose in the backcourt. Rapids has it blocked by Xavier Edwards. Get that out of here. That's the most athletic play of the night so far. Xavier elevates. Replay of it here. Yeah, that's a pretty big vertical, right? Ball's loose again, so it's sloppy now. Studeman comes away with it. Honor to the basket. He's fouled, and he scores. Chance for a three-point play. It's Vander Truax with the basket. Vander scores, and we'll get a free throw coming up. Jordan Seligowski called for the foul. His first, fifth on the team. Biggest lead of the night for the Evergreens. They're up by 12. Trey Dietrich comes out for Wisconsin Rapids. Jarrett Seligowski comes back in. Boy, it seems like Rapids is not going to get to 20 points in this first half. Stuck on 7 and 5 minutes to go till intermission. Long three. That's 2 steps behind the arc, and it's good. Sean Ronius. 5 points for him to lead Rapids. For the moment, back to a single-digit lead for the Evergreens. Boy, that was from long range. The rotation to Cade Felch. Evergreens tried to force it in and turned it over. Back the other way. That's blocked by Casey Studeman. Studeman yelled something after that block, too. Pumped up. To the front, missing at the rim, is Luke Honor. Four minutes to go, first half. From the corner, not popping the three, was Jarrett Steligowski. Of the two Steligowskis, Jarrett's the junior, Jordan's the senior. Jordan's got it now, cut off, goes back out. Driving in, kind of a hop step, coming in too hot was Brody Gilbertson. Three ball, Honor, good! Evergreen's first three of the night. The sophomore is true. Twice now the Evergreens have bumped this lead up to 12. On the one hand, you would say it's not an insurmountable hole, but on the other hand, when you're down by 12 but you only have 10 points, just seems like the climb back in the game is a little bit tougher. While Rapids was hoping that that was a foul on Xavier Edwards from behind, instead it's a travel. Xavier Edwards into the front court. Whistle here, foul on the Evergreens, offensive. Xavier Edwards, who was not called back at the other end, is whistled this time down the floor. It's only the Evergreens' second team foul. Ranius fouled far away from the basket. So that's not a very good foul. Vander Truax is whistled. This is non-shooting. Rapids will inbound in front of the Everest bench. Wow, Rapids had a player cutting towards the basket unguarded. Jordan Stelagowski didn't see him. And Rapids needs more easy baskets. Everything in a half-court set for Rapids, too. A couple of points in transition would make things a little bit easier. Driving in, contested. That may have been partially blocked as Jordan Stelagowski went up, and Cade Felch comes down with the ball for Everest. Under 2 minutes to go. Give and go to Truax, who looked to dunk and missed it. Gets it back and puts it in that time. Lays it up. Vander's got 7 for the Evergreens and is now DC Everest's leading scorer. Yeah, Rapids may not get into the teens by halftime. Pickpocket play, and then a retaliatory foul against Luke Honor. Luke Honor was fouled, beg your pardon. Isaiah Torque commits the foul. That's Rapids' 6th team foul. Chase Pavlovic comes in. To the wing, Honor is open. Almost another 3. Off the rim and a rebound to Jarrett Stelagowski. 1 minute to go in the half. Driving into the basket, laying it in is Jarrett Stelagowski. Evergreen still have Rapids doubled up right now. Down low, moving without the ball is Xavier Edwards, and he's rewarded with his 5th and 6th points of the night. I think Rapids will hold for a final shot here, keeping the ball out near the half-court line. Brody Gilbertson not being guarded closely. Now the Evergreens move the double team to him. Ronius back to Gilbertson. 10 seconds to go. Splits the defenders. Driving in. Hop step to the rim. Good. Gilbertson scores. 2 seconds left. Got to put this up. It would count if it goes. No good. Evergreens go to the locker room up 26-14. Basketball tonight brought to you by Mammoth Mortgage, your opportunity for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying or refinancing a home throughout Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. Everest dance team will entertain here at the Fieldhouse at halftime. We'll have our first half leading scorers when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
I got to take off my shoe for the big announcement, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't smell too much. Got to freshen up a little bit of salt on the toe there. So there. So we put that there. We bring that logo on like that. Dame Lillard shoes, Milwaukee Bucks, NBA basketball player. Everybody knows what a huge NBA fan I am.
Right.
Here I am now. I was there for Game 6 of the Bucks championship a few years ago. And
were you at the game or were you in the
I was at Skeeter Notices.
outside?
I was at Skeeter Notices, which was a great place to watch the game. We had such a fun time that night over at S&O's. You've been there a number of times. Yeah,
for sure. We threw bags there. We lost a lot of games.
We threw the bags.
Yeah, we lost a lot of games there this summer.
We threw the bags. Well, we won some, but we lost. We threw the bags. The Zaleski Sports and Milwaukee Bucks are partnering here in a few weeks to bring basketball games from the Fiserv around the state, and we've got a 5-game lineup. I'm just going to say, I mean, I don't brag a whole lot. I don't think. Maybe sometimes I do, but we were selected. The Milwaukee Bucks called us and said, hey, we got to have you, Zaleski Sports. We are infatuated with what you do, just like the rest of the state is, and we got to have you at these games. Can you please come here and help us out?
When they called,
yeah.
Did it come in as spam and go to voicemail?
No, it came in as Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I thought, I better answer this one. No, it was Jill from the Milwaukee Bucks got a hold of us, and we've been working. Well, I'll tell you, we've been working with Jill, and we've been working with Cassie for the last couple weeks to get this thing all hammered out here.
The Deer District, that's what it is.
Yeah. So okay, so right, this is the Deer District Prep Showcase, and this all happens on February 8th. That's a Saturday. Kohler and Lake Mills.
These are good games.
I'm saying. I mean, we are very honored to be selected by the Milwaukee Bucks. So much so, I take off my shoe for them.
I like it.
Hortonville at Oconomowoc, Racine Park in Milwaukee Juneau, Stevens Point at Sun Prairie East, and Kettle Moraine and Nicolay. Got 10 of the finest boys basketball programs in the state.
Yeah.
And 5 games. All the action on February 8th starts at 10 a.m. Keep track of the schedule at ZaleskiSports.com.
Is Mark Miller's name on this?
It is not.
And if it isn't, he's jealous, I guarantee.
We are co-hosting, if you want to say it like that, with the Wilson brothers at WIS Sports. Okay. And a matter of fact, Travis and I will be on an interview together here in a couple weeks, and you'll find that talk right on all the regular channels that you all listen to, watch all the time.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Travis Wilson.
And we are a friend of what they do.
It is halftime. You know, our patron, Jason Zaleski, sent out an email earlier today. He says, grade the popcorn. That may not be fair. The first batch of popcorn here at the Everest Fieldhouse was burned, came out too hot. Sure did smell up the place. They threw that batch out, and then the popcorn was good like it always is, second try around. It's halftime here, and the Evergreens lead Wisconsin Rapids 26-14. We're brought to you by Fleet Farm. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered. Best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need at the lowest prices. I'm Chris Conley. Rapids with only 14 points, and it comes from 3 players. Sean Ronius has 5, Brody Gilbertson has 5, and Jared Stelagowski has 4. Rapids hit only 1 3 in the first half, 1 for 1 from the foul line, 9 turnovers. Evergreens are led by Vander Truax with 7. Xavier Edwards has 6. Casey Studeman has 6. 4 for Cade Felch. 3 for Luke Honor. Luke has the only 3 of the first half for the Evergreens, who are 1 for 2 from the foul line and 6 turnovers in the first half. Evergreens will get the ball to start the second half. Teams are still in the locker room. They'll be out for the halftime shoot-around when we come back.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting.
How kids 10 and under could win up to $500 for their school and a gift card for themselves. Get the details and submit your entry at CherylTyreColoringContest.com. Youth basketball players being introduced. Let's step aside for these messages. This is high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
We're going to tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mittens is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Welcome back. As the teams came out of the locker room, the Evergreen's Vander Truax went into the training area. From the locker room to the trainers area, but then he's come right back out. So let's see if Vander, who leads the Evergreens with 7 points in the first half, is among the starting 5 as the second half gets underway. Wisconsin Rapids came out of their locker room very late, and no shoot-around before the second half begins, went straight to their bench. Everest by 12, and Everest will have the ball to start. We're brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. Contact them today. Yeah, Vander's no worse for wear. He's coming out to start the second half for the Evergreens. Rapids needs to get something going offensively. Again, no transition points. All 14 of Rapids' points have come in the half-court set. They could loosen things up for themselves. They can hit a few from the outside. Evergreens try to feed that low for Cade Felch. It goes off of Jordan Steligowski. The Evergreens will keep the ball. Studeman in the corner. Back out to Xavier Edwards. Edwards has Sean Roney is on him to the wing. Cade Felch thinking about the three, now drives in. Double team coming. He's bumped and he's fouled. Cade Felch, good free throw shooter, goes to the free throw line. These are Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throws. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Isaiah Torque, no points in the first half and now 2 fouls. Felch will shoot 2. No good. What's going on there? Felch is 0 for 2 from the foul line tonight. No, we don't believe in that announcer's jinx thing. There we go. Well, some people do. 1 out of 2, and the Evergreens have the lead up to 15 points. Rapids just got that across on the timeline. Had a 2-on-2 if they could find that man underneath, and they couldn't. Driving in, pulling up, and scoring. Jordan Steligowski, his first points of the night. So Rapids has the first bucket from the field of the second half. A minute into half number 2. And there's a bump against Casey Studeman. Guarded him a little too tight. Brody Gilbertson is going to be called for his second, and it's the team's second. Non-shooting. Foundation Finance says start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Studeman's double-teamed, Eddie picked up his dribble. Reaching in, Studeman gets it over to Truax. Now Studeman gets it back. Here's Xavier Edwards, looks to drive in, kind of hangs for a moment and off the glass. Nice kiss from Xavier Edwards, who now has 8. Takes over as leading scorer for the night. Yeah, nobody in double digits to this point of the game. Off to the wing, 3-ball, quick release for Ronius. Too strong, Xavier Edwards gets the rebound. Rapids went the entire first half with no second looks. Spinning in, Truax. Going to be fouled, but on the floor, non-shooting. Rapids has a quick 3 team fouls here in the early part of the second half. Jarrett Steligowski is called for his second personal foul. Cade Felch will inbound underneath. Studeman tries to drive in. He's falling backwards and traveled. Studeman thought he was pushed. That's not the call. It's Coach Oliver Drake right in front of the play. Agrees with his player, as you might imagine. Splitting defenders to the rim. Got a foul on the floor against the Evergreens. So we're a little whistle happy right now. Brennan Peterson picks up the foul, non-shooting. Comes into Brody Gilbertson. Gilbertson at the rim, scores, and he's fouled. Gilbertson now has 7, and he's got a free throw coming. Find a great selection of RVs at Camping World in Rothschild. It's a great variety of brands and sizes to fit your needs. Take your RVing to the next level with Camping World of Rothschild. Find more online, campingworld.com. Vander Truax is called for his second personal foul. Gilbertson will try and complete the three-point play, and he does. Brody's now up to 8 for the night. 29-19, which was a 15-point lead just a few moments ago, is down to 10. See if Rapids can get a stop here. Studeman open for a 3. Wow, looked like it was going to go down, and it does not. Jared Steligowski tracks down the miss in the corner. Can Rapids get this back down to single numbers? Driving in, that's a blocking foul, and it's good. So Rapids inches closer. Chase Pavlovich is called for the foul. Brody Gilbertson, who completed a conventional three-point play just a moment ago, goes back to the free throw line now. Both teams have 3 team fouls here in the early part of the second half. Gilbertson looks almost automatic from the free throw line. Rapids inches a little bit closer, down by 7. Evergreens in their last 2 games, a Monday loss to Eau Claire Memorial and a Tuesday win over Merrill, had teams come back on them in the second half. And that's not going to help the cause either. Thrown into the backcourt. Do the Evergreens want a timeout here? Nope, they do not. Chase Pavlovich comes out. Luke Honor comes in. Luke's only a sophomore, but he's given the Evergreens some good minutes off the bench this season. This is a big possession for Rapids. Down by 7. If they score here, they make it a 2-possession game. Gilbertson on the clear out goes cross court. Wow, that 3 was open, and Jordan Steligowski was gun shy. And the Evergreens get the ball back. Rapids needed a better possession there. Studeman down low, Xavier Edwards, extra pass down low, scoring. Luke Honor moving without the ball, got good position on the weak side. Thinking about that long 3 was Sean Rainius. Instead resets Jarrett Steligowski. Rainius has it back again. Vander Truax is on him. Open for a 3. This is a long one. Around and out. Almost went down for Jarrett Steligowski. Xavier Edwards. The Evergreens score here. They'll get it back up to double digits. Step up. 2. Good. Luke Honor. Honor's got 7 off the bench. Evergreens led by 12 at halftime. They lead by 11 now. Double team, kick out. This 3's got to go down. It's high and up into the rafters, and Sean Ronius missed. Studeman got the rebound for the Evergreens. To the wing, got his man up, and the Evergreens tried to set that back out. Honor will know later on, as he gets more varsity seasoning, that he's got to go to the rim there. In the paint, in traffic. Rapids will reset. Ronius, 3. Wow, that was from downtown, and it's good. 1-3 in the first half, 1 here in the second. Sean's got 8. And Rapids is within 8. Honor from the corner. Open. Don't blame him for taking it. Offensive rebound. Hustle play for Vander Truax. The Evergreens will reset. Honor again off the screen. Tries again. That one goes down. Luke's got 10 for the Evergreens. So the teams trade 3s. Along the baseline, kick out. Off the screen, Ronius again, no good. Cade Felch, rebound. Long outlet pass. Xavier Edwards, the Evergreens will play this as a half-court set with 12 minutes to go. Evergreens by 11 and possession. Here's Cade Felch. Give and go to Studeman. He's double teamed, so someone else has got to be opened up. Splits the defenders, and Studeman scores. First points of the second half. Back up to a 13-point lead for the Evergreens. Honor is on Sean Ronius with the dribble. Looks to drive in, kicks it back out. Wow, open for the 3 again, Isaiah Torque, and just hesitated, and then the defender closed on it. Cade Felch, it's going to be a kick. We're sponsored by John's Auto Repair. For all your auto repair needs, Mosinee and Rothschild turn to John's Auto Repair, just off Business 51 north of Mosinee. Auto repair you can trust. They'll have it done right and they'll get you on your way. That's John's Auto Repair. It's a foul away from the ball. Let's see. Truax is out. Sam Dasso is in for the Evergreens. Dasso's first spin on the court. Luke Honor is whistled for the foul, his first and the team's fourth. Rapid subs in Jack Mansell. Turned over on the inbounds pass. Felch to the basket. He's fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Cade. Cade looked back at that ball, hoping that he would finish and have a chance for a three. Sean Ronius is called for the foul. It's his first, and team fouls have evened up at 4 apiece. Felch is only 1 for 3 from the foul line tonight. Well, now he's 2 for 4. Everest by 15. Rapids got this down to 7 and had possession. As close as they've been since halftime. Evergreens are looking to trap. Rapids diagnoses it correctly. Cross court now to Brody Gilbertson. Gilbertson looks to drive in to the rim, scores. Nice drive and a take for Gilbertson. Gilbertson now has 13. That leads all scorers tonight. 8 of them coming in the second half. 10 minutes to go in this one. Down low, Felch with a finish at the rim. Cade now has 9 to the night. Not sure what that was about. The trail referee said something to Coach Oliver Drake as they were walking up the floor. Drake may have been lobbying for a basket and a foul there. On the clear out, Dasso cuts him off. Good defense. Rapids really can't fall further behind. They've got to cut into this lead. Gilbertson, fancy between the legs. Xavier Edwards on him, trying to split defenders. Got a foul coming up here. It's going to be on Luke Honor, I believe. Or Xavier Edwards, who's the other part of the double team. It's on Xavier Edwards, his second, team's 5th, non-shooting. Basketball is brought to you by Backey's Family Chiropractic in Rothschild. Personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling. Migraines, anxiety, stress, or a wide variety of youth issues. Backey's Family Chiropractic will give you back the life you deserve. Another miss down at that end and another one and done trip down the floor for Rapids. Studeman now to Xavier Edwards. To the rim among the bigs, basket and a foul. 3-point play opportunity coming up for Luke Honor. Luke gets his 11th and 12th points and will get to the free throw line looking to bump himself up to 13. Trey Dietrich, sophomore off the bench, commits the foul for Rapids. Luke doesn't get to take a lot of free throws, so let's see what he's got from the foul line. This 18-point lead becomes the Evergreens' biggest of the night. The Evergreens put on some full-court pressure, and Rapids will take a timeout. We'll take a break, too. 8:52 officially left in the game. It's 45-27 Everest on Zaleski Sports.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating. But with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
We're back at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens have reestablished control in this game. Rapids has the ball, has to go the length of the court after the timeout. Gets it into Sean Ronius, who will walk it up past the timeline. Along the baseline, back out and turned over. Rapids turned the ball over 9 times in the first half. That's only their first turnover in the second half. Studeman hanging, basket, and a foul. Evergreens now lead by 20 with a free throw coming. Studeman's got 10 for the night. Jarrett Stelagowski's just been called for his 3rd personal foul, and it's the 6th on Rapids, so the Evergreens go into the bonus with 8.5 left in the ball game. Studeman rolls his free throw home. Evergreen 6 of 7 from the foul line now in the second half. Baseline 3, they need it, just barely grazes the rim. Isaiah Tork back the other end, uncontested. Luke Honor scores again. Luke's had a big second half. 14 points in the second half for Big Luke. And the Evergreens are asserting control here. This is a long 3, and it's good. Brody Gilbertson. Three ball, Sam Dasso. That was ugly, missed everyone. Luke Honor, basket, and a foul. It was so bad it was good for Luke. He was able to gather in that rebound. Isaiah Tork is called for his 3rd. Luke has completed his 2nd traditional three-point play of the night. He's also hit twice from behind the arc, so that's a pretty nifty night for the sophomore. The lead balloons to 23. Spin move between defenders, high and off the glass. Sean Renius scores. He's got 10 tonight now for Rapids. Dasso goes cross court. Looking to set up Honor, feed the hungry kid, right? Back out to Xavier Edwards, now to the corner. Honor again drives the baseline, dribbled it off his foot. Picked up there by Cade Felch, so no turnover. Dasso, 3, open. Wow, halfway down and didn't go through. Looked like that was going to be Sam's first bucket of the night. 6.5 to go in this one tonight. Off the screen, the 3 is good. Brody Gilbertson hits back-to-back 3s. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at merrillsteel.com. Studeman for the Evergreens. In the paint, Xavier Edwards kicks it back out. 3 ball from the corner. Honor short. Xavier Edwards gets the offensive rebound. Pass, though, was down at the feet of Honor, and it's turned over. Step back 3 while Brody Gilbertson should have taken that. He's the hottest player on the floor for Rapids. And instead, a turnover in the corner. Evergreen's ahead to Studeman, who scores. Timeout on the floor. Evergreen's lead by 20 with 5.5 to go in this one. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Watch this. Again, Brody Gilbertson. Rapids has only 4 players who have scored. Brody's high man for both teams with 19. Still time, 5.5 to go, but Rapids has got to be eating into the Everest lead. Along the baseline, hanging, Brody Gilbertson is doing everything but selling popcorn right now. Beg your pardon, that was Sean Ronius' basket. Cade Felch down low, forces that up and in anyway. Felch looked like he was closely guarded. No matter, soft touch off the glass. Teams trade baskets. Evergreens are just fine with that, under 5 to go now. That is too strong for Sean Ronius, and the Evergreens get the ball. Cross-court pass, and the Evergreens turn it over. Again, you'd like the Evergreens to recognize that in that situation, possession and more time off the clock is more important than the difficult cross-court pass. Luke Honor comes out, Brennan Peterson comes in. So we swap a sophomore for a senior for the Evergreens. Long 3, and it's rounded out. He's human after all. Brody Gilbertson has had just about everything go down, but not that time. Studeman's all alone. They dare him to shoot, and he hits. Studeman double clutched, no problem. 16 for Casey. Nicolet Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more online, nicoletbank.com. Spinning around, got a reach-in foul on the Evergreens. Non-shooting. Sam Dasso is called for his first foul. It's the team's 6th. So both teams in the bonus for the final 3:57 officially of tonight's game. Rapids inbounds all the way up high. Gilbertson took an extra step there. Yep, and the official saw it. Started that move to the basket, and it was 1, 2, 3 instead of just 2. Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and much more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. GreatLakesCheese.com. Felch double-teamed, held the ball, and missed. Offensive rebound for the Evergreens, and a loose ball foul is coming up. Ransom Dickerson on the floor for the Evergreens. See if this is going to be a 2-shot foul or a 1-and-1. I think 1-and-1. I think they were battling for the rebound. Jarrett Stelagowski's picked up his 4th foul. 2-shot foul. Ransom's an interesting kid because at the JV level, he lights up the JV floor. He's one of those in-between kids, probably too good for JV. And as a sophomore, may not quite be varsity level yet. Ransom Dickerson is a future star in the making for the Evergreens. France Propane is your locally owned, complete service propane company serving all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Ransom makes 1 of 2 and almost hustled down his own miss. Long 3, why not? Everything's going in for Brody Gilbertson. He's got 3 threes, all of them in the second half. Evergreen still comfortable by 21. Will Schoenberg, a miss, but a foul on the rebound. Ransom Dickerson's going back to the foul line, I think. Jarrett Steligowski has just fouled out. So Rapids will sub in Zach Mansell. 1-1 here, so it's live on a miss. He'll get another on a make. And it's a make. So all of the Evergreen starters are out right now. Sam Dasso, Brennan Peterson, Chase Pavlovic, Ransom Dickerson, and Will Schoenberg are on the floor for the Evergreens. None of them starters. Ransom 1 of 2. Offensive rebound for Chase Pavlovic. And the Evergreens score. Got the ball back to Ransom Dickerson. Fading backwards, rounded out. Rebound for Chase Pavlovic. Evergreens have just owned the defensive boards tonight. Dickerson blocked as he went among the bigs. Ball's loose on the floor. Got to travel as it was picked up there by Brennan Peterson. Rapids will put in some of their bench players too. Case Poteet comes in for Rapids. And Isaiah Torque is over with the trainer for Rapids. Again, in this 24-point game, we'd prefer not to see anyone injured. Evergreens will have back-to-back in-conference wins and will bump their record to 2 games above 500. Off the bench, too strong for Tim Karbowski. Dickerson to the front court. This is Chase Pavlovic. Kicks it back out. 3 ball is in the air. Too strong. Offensive rebound for the Evergreens. Chase Pavlovic on the Schoenberg miss. Flung towards the basket. Going down hard there was Brennan Peterson. He's okay. And stolen here by Dasso, who dunks. Not sure how we feel about that in a non-competitive game. Technical foul called there for hanging on the rim. Here's the replay. I get it. How many times in a season does Sam Dasso, the junior, get a chance to do that? But probably not the right time for it. Agreed? I think so. Trey Dietrich misses the first of the technical fouls. Got 1 of 2. Rapids gets the ball, and the Evergreens are up by 25. Will Hopper comes on for the Evergreens. Again, it's a deep bench now. Brennan Peterson gives way. And Rapids turns the ball over. Ahead there to Dasso, who just lays it in that time. Rapids player might have gotten hit in the face playing defense. Case Poteet is okay, I think. Referee is coming over to the scorer's table and now is going to talk with Coach Oliver Drake. Yeah, let's keep things settled down. The Evergreens were going to use their second string for full court pressure, and now they've decided to back off, play this as a half-court set. And another turnover, and then Sam Dasso stepped on the sideline. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. Count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Culligan Water. Nice pass down low. Parker Mazovska fed his teammate an unrostered number 22. Evergreen's back on the other end. Sam Dasso now has 6 points. Under a minute to go. Evergreen's 2-on-1 the other way, and trying to dunk is Chase Pavlovic. A push on the Evergreens. Ransom Dickerson's called for the foul. It's a 1-and-1 down at the other end. First free throw is good, so one more is coming. Rapids is 6 of 7 in the second half from the foul line. Evergreens will improve to 8-6 on the season and will go to 3-2 in conference play. Rapids will fall to 0-12 tonight and 0-5 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. 30 seconds left. Evergreens are happy just to keep the ball on the perimeter with Chase Pavlovic. Evergreens pulled away in the middle stages of the second half after leading by 11. They'll be 25-point winners tonight, 70-45. That's our final score tonight. I don't think Rapids had a single basket in transition tonight. It's just hard when everything has to come from the half-court set. Brody Gilbertson was high scorer. Had 23 in the second half. And I've got him for 28 overall. So that's a good night in defeat for Brody Gilbertson. It's going to wrap up our play-by-play coverage Friday night here on Zaleski Sports. Post-game coverage is coming up next. We're sponsored by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Our post-game show is brought to you by Merrill Steel. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. I'm Chris Conley. Down to courtside we go. Our final score tonight, DC Everest 70, Wisconsin Rapids 45. Thanks for joining us for play-by-play on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our three facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal coating core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
It's the Merrill Steel postgame show from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Evergreens are 70-45 winners over Wisconsin Rapids. Casey Studeman and Luke Honor are my postgame guests. Casey, you missed a little time with an injury. How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling back to 100. You know, we're ready to make a run and just start winning a lot of games.
Tonight feels a little bit better than the games earlier in the week because the team didn't play well in the second half, and tonight widened that lead, so that's a good change.
Yeah, it's always nice when you get up enough where you can get the bench players in. That's always a great feeling. So it's just always great when we get up enough for that.
Luke, you had a big second half. What was going on out there? Popped a couple of threes.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is we came right off the gate started hard playing on defense. And Coach Drake talks about how we push the ball in transition. That's when we're best. So I think that's the reason why.
I like seeing some of the stars of future years. Ransom Dickerson, he's going to be a star for the Evergreens. We talked during the broadcast. He's like a tweener, too good for JV and needs a little more varsity experience. Congratulations on the win. The Evergreens pick up 2 conference wins this week over Merrill and tonight over Wisconsin Rapids, 70-45. That's going to wrap things up from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley. Good night, everybody. In the house, both of you guys.
You just say I'm Luke Honor. I'll say okay. I'm Casey Studeman, and I'm in the house.
I'm Luke Honor, and I'm in the house.